Hey guys, welcome to our review of Kamen Rider 01, Episode 7. As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
Cinder Blaze.
And Makotoa.
Dudes, welcome back. We got done watching this episode yesterday, and and we actually got a comment on it, so we'll talk about that at the end of our sort of discussion, and then we'll discuss that later. But yeah, we didn't just get done watching it. We saw it yesterday. Had a good time, and it didn't quite. I feel like this is the point where 01 sort of plateaus, even though we're getting like a little bit more story each and every time. It didn't feel like it really built off of or leapt off of the last episode and launched us into another mystery or something, or gave us anything more. Really, the thing I gravitated to was the story of the coach, Kobe.
Yeah,
it was so good.
It's getting rough that we know every single time they're gonna die, because this time he's like, no, I want to, see these guys finally win. That's my dream. I understand now. And then, then he's gone.
The thing is, though, they make it harder each time.
They do. Because they keep becoming more and more sentient, and now we know for a fact that that's what's happening to them.
Yeah, I mean, since I think 2 or 3 episodes ago, when they just said it offhand, like with no fanfare, but then when they revealed it this time, it was like, oh yeah, we're doing the ones that are sentient. And then dude with gun is like, oh, okay, that sounds bad, I'm gonna kill.
Yeah,
like his red flag is
that sounds bad to me. Time to die. Sentience, no way.
Yeah, like this guy, the coach definitely felt a lot more human than the other, almost said roid mutes. What are they called again? Human gears. Like, and like, it was kind of nice to see like him kind of like break out from like his regular protocol, because I feel like the other ones still kind of like were in their little boxes. Like the one we had like last week was like the VA, where she was still like doing her voice work and stuff, and then she just had the memories of the daughter.
She glitched out for a moment too, and that was because like she got injured, so you could have chalked it up to that.
Oh yeah, but like for this episode, I don't know. Like, I feel like when we got that reveal from like Jin, where he's just like, "Oh, we're taking all the sentient like human gears, and we're taking their data, and we're gonna do something with it." I was like, well duh. But that's probably because like we know like a lot more, because we know like what they're doing behind the scenes, and like maybe from like 01's perspective, maybe they see things a little bit more differently. I know he's like a little bit more of like one of those idiot type writers, so he probably doesn't like connect the dots as quickly as, well, I guess like both of our writers are idiot writers, and we just have like.
I thought you said for a minute. I thought you said writer, like the guy writing the script. And I'm like, oh, you're calling the writer for this an idiot? What did he do?
He made X-Aid. I'm sorry.
Oh boy, we're gonna lose subscribers, bro.
We're gonna lose so many.
So like, I mean, like, I guess like him just saying it outright to them, just to make it very clear to like the entire cast what they're doing, is pretty fine, because they're already like adding another layer onto this, where the third writer is just kind of like doing something real sketch and kind of doing her own experiments. So
I'm fine with it. Like, I like that she seems to be the most competent person like pulling the strings. It's because like, I don't know that we've had that with like a core writer in a while.
Yeah,
like just having the one.
Especially so early on. Like, she's been in this, like, since episode 3, basically. And just, it's kind of weird. Like, a couple episodes ago, we just saw her just, start making these, like, meetings with, like, some dude in, like, a corporation or something like that, in a very dark-ass room.
In his room.
Yeah.
That's like her administrative boss or something, because he's the one providing her with the power-ups.
I feel like it's... Because, like, Ames is...
government thing, right?
Yeah, it's government, but like it seems like she's working for a corporation behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, someone like private interest or something, something definitely dubious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
could be.
Alex, in the watch along, you said you were liking Jin a lot more. What changed this episode?
When he's not just used for plot and just they just let him flex his character a little bit more because he had a little bit more time. He wasn't like immediately having to do something.
Mhm.
He was still doing like his job, but like you just kind of like having fun. He's like, well, I guess I'll do this, and ooh, you took my thing, like give me my robot back. And you kind of like get a feel for like the, him being like a naive character and kind of like an idiot, like a super like airheaded, and I kind of just like how they just like take that trait and just max it out. So I'm just like, you know what?
She stole his assassin, and I don't know if that's going to be a reoccurring character or not. But yeah,
okay. Did it die?
I don't think so. She took him over.
No, I know, but she unleashed him at the end.
Oh, did she?
The dodo bird.
Did he die?
No, I don't think they beat the Dodo Bird. They just beat like the regular dude.
Yeah, they beat Kobe Beef.
Oh,
he died.
You mean the mammoth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't understand why they turn into these different things that don't seem to represent them in real life, but I guess it's just.
Well, I mean, it has more to do with the key.
The key that's being.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we get a new form this episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the freezing bear, which is the best.
You're getting all the ice themed power ups this season. This week.
The last few, I guess, episodes of Superhero Time were punchy themed with Pakigaru and Gorilla, and now we're getting ice. And I'm all for
coordinating it. That's so cute. For real though, I found it really BS that the fire power up didn't work against the mammoth, but the ice one did.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
It's like you could just pick a different animal.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a fire based one that would be whatever because he's a hot blooded coach. I don't know, but that's what happened. I feel like our writers didn't have much impact in this episode. It was kind of like driven mostly through like the coach's like side plot and whatnot, and then a little bit with Jin just kind of like getting into his groove.
Yeah, I was just clicking through. They did kill Dodo Bird.
Really? Oh, GG.
Yeah. He got killed by Slash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm shooting Slash.
Yeah, when he stole the sword briefcase and put Shooting Wolf into it.
Right.
Because that's only a thing that I can say about Toku. Would make sense in no other context.
Yeah, it's still kind of irritating, but whatever.
Yeah, I really like those suits though. They're plowing through that quickly, and I will say because like I've heard whispers of like the costume budget going down every year or so. So I really like how they're combating it by making all of the Humagear sort of like, making them the base Mook design, and then just sort of adding to it and painting it a little bit, and you have a completely new like the modularity of just the costumes to me is really cool. I can't wait to see that in toy form when they do it in Soto.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's where we were going.
Yeah, of course, but it gives us more villain designs,
and it lets you mix and match, perhaps pieces.
Yeah.
That's
the only downside is that they all look lame.
Oh,
they look relatively lame. Compared to like some of the previous villains, I feel like it's definitely like a noticeable downgrade.
I don't know. I love the Humagear Mook design, almost as much as I love the the Guardians.
Okay. Guardians are pretty cool looking.
Guardians.
We haven't seen them in a while.
No, we have not. Well, I've been seeing a Guardian all day.
Mm-hmm.
Got my Kai on me. Yep. Love me some Guardians. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to say about the episode?
Not really.
A little bit. I think I'm starting to like, I guess it's the same way you said at the beginning of this, Corey, that we settled into like, it's peaked and now we've just kind of come to a plane of plateaued consistency wise. And I hope that's not the case with the characters right now, because it's unfortunate. I mean, I guess that's just the way the dynamic works, since there's the cops and then there's our protagonist and his assistant. But it doesn't feel like we get enough moments with them just kind of, I don't know, fooling around. I think I really missed that from Build, is when our characters, just had fun or got to like pick on each other more. I don't like.
That's true.
Know.
I do like the familial unit that Build created, and we don't quite have that here because we are split into so many factions. But I feel like since we have plateaued, or if we will plateau, we'll get more time to sit with the characters, and them interacting with the problem of the week, the issue of the week, and how they tackle it, to me, is really fun and endearing, and that adds the sort of episodic flavor to the show that the more of the character work, just playing around with the characters.
I guess I just haven't really settled into these characters yet. There's not a particular one that I really like a lot. I guess because I haven't seen them interact, or maybe their interactions, their chemistry isn't my favorite thing right now. Like, I mean, I'm really appreciating the chemistry going on with the Ryu soldiers, and some of them don't really have the most development, but I don't know. It's just an observation.
Yeah, I feel like that's like how I feel for our main character Arto, because like he just like the way he resolves the issues. Like I know he had a very fantastic like episode 1, and like he had a lot of momentum coming from that, but when he kind of deals with it, it kind of like says the same stuff like every episode to resolve those issues, and just like he says his lines and then just beats up the dude and then resets them. It's getting a little bit stale, and one thing that it kind of wished was like that AIM would kind of have more of a, not like antagonistic pressure, but just like force them to like mix it up a little bit,
Okay, yeah.
Maybe even challenge his worldview a little bit too.
Yeah, or maybe like have them take custody of some of the the human gears and just make them kind of like think,
Yeah, they do have a black van for it.
Yeah, but like for now, like especially like this episode, it really wasn't focusing on that, so I'm just gonna let it slide. Yeah. But I don't want to see it too much, especially because like I think we're getting Hirobi pretty soon, right? Like actually be doing stuff.
I mean, we technically had his suit before.
Yeah, we had his suit, but like him actually interacting with the cast.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we haven't seen that quite yet.
Yeah. So yeah, looking forward to that.
All right, cool. So you guys had comments, and you know what? It was just double the unknown this time, and we record this Ryu Soldier first and Rider first, and then you commented Rider first and Ryu Soldier first, or last. So we can't get to your Ryu Soldier one because we already recorded that. Oh yeah, sorry.
Jeez.
Yeah, so just know that it's, for us, it's Ryu Soldier first, and then 01. So
if comments, we could reply to it in comments.
Yeah. But so you had a comment saying the show really has a lot of heart. I really love how they drew the comparison of Human Gear learning from humanity, and humanity learning from Human Gear in this episode, with how the coach made the players better, and how their hard work made him learn more about human emotions. It was odd that Jin outright revealed the plans of Metsubo Jinrai to them, but Hirobi coming out to fight next episode based on the preview, I think the first phase of their plan is practically over. Now it looks like Yua's hidden plans are going to be the focus of the teases going forward, and will probably be this way until December. And then you said stuff about the second quarter, like toy scans and stuff. Like I was saying, we're not going to be touching on toy scans or anything or any foreknowledge that we're not supposed to know yet. So just keep that in mind for your future comments. I really like the elements this show brings each week and feel like the writers are preparing some big plot twists or reveals that will drastically change the pace of the show real soon.
Maybe. For me, it feels like after we meet Hirobi, for some reason, I feel like the plot won't accelerate. It's just gonna be like they're gonna hit a wall, and then they're just gonna go back to villain of the week.
Okay, let me think. How long did it take for us to get a considerable twist in X-Aid? Because I know there was a big one, and I think it was when like freaking when what's his face snapped and turned into the psychopath character that everybody loves now, huh?
Palad.
Not
No,
Paladin.
no, Dan.
Oh,
Dan, yeah. When Dan just kind of went psycho mode, the whole like everything shifted from there. Because then they started introducing the corporate dude who was like trying to put out the game, the AR game and whatever. So like a lot of the momentum changed in the show from that point. It's when I started actually enjoying it more, because you know they actually killed people, although that was retconned at the end. But see what I'm saying? So it's the same director, right, or the same writer?
Yeah.
So how far in did X8 have a big twist? Maybe that's some good indication of when we'll get one. We're only episode 7? I don't know if we're gonna get a twist that soon.
I don't know. Like Ryder has like a very like they're pretty inconsistent in like when it kind of kicks up. I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for some of them it's a little bit earlier. For some they just like wait till like episode 26 or something, and then something happens.
But like to what Alex was saying about like the sort of maybe hitting a big thing and then going back into the episodic nature, like it with X8 they still had the saving people of the week situation, but they still were able to ramp up the plot each and every time and like deal with different things.
Mm-hmm.
Despite having that structure. So I feel like even if we have to deal with stuff of the week, it will be relevant to the plot and will become more and more relevant because they're going to be having to put out fires each and every episode, and each of those fires will lead to a bigger and bigger thing. I don't know. I'm excited for what's to come. Definitely want to see Hirobi step in to see what that sort of shakes up.
That could shake it up.
Yeah.
I definitely.
And like we still don't know much about the shadowy figurehead that Rushing Cheetah talks to.
Answers to, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe there's stuff there. Like we know that at least they're manufacturing new Progrise keys. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, because like I'm just waiting for more upgrades for what is it? Vulcan and Valkyrie. So
yeah.
Cool. So is that it? Good?
Yep.
Yeah,
cool.
Sure.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. Tell us in the comments down below what you thought about what we thought about what you thought about what we thought. Keep it juicy.
Yep. See ya.
Yeah, one of those.
Later. Yeah, I guess we did kind of not really talk about the kids this episode, so.
What kids?
The ones, the five
basketball
kids
team
that did the basketballs.
Oh, they did it? Did you see them? They didn't even like work out at all. They had like